You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Today's tip comes from Josh Wagner. Josh is a top-producing enterprise seller who helped grow a boutique consulting firm from $3.5 million in revenue to $13 million, leading to an acquisition. He loves helping big companies solve big problems and is the host of the Love Selling, Hate Sales podcast. Here he is.
I have a super tactical sales tip for you today. How you end your emails matter. No matter what stage of the sales cycle you're in, your goal should be two things. The first is to get them to respond. The second is to create action toward the next step in your sales process. Simplicity is key here, so let's take a look at a good call to action versus a bad call to action. First, let's start with the bad. Dear prospect, here's your proposal. Let me know if you have any questions. Why is this bad? Well, you've sent a proposal. This is a critical stage in your process. You've given them no reason to respond to you. Plus, you don't want all of your follow-ups to be the dreaded, just checking in on the progress of the proposal I sent. That's garbage and nobody wants to respond. Here's a good example. Dear prospect, the proposal we reviewed is attached. Do you have everything you need to start the procurement process? Well, why is this good? First, never just send a proposal. It should be reviewed in person or over a Zoom call. Second, you should have teed up the next steps in that review. Next step in this case is procurement. By asking the simple question, you've given them three things. One, a compelling reason to respond and confirm the receipt of your proposal. Two, you've reinforced the next step. And three, you've opened the door for anything you might be missing to get into that procurement process. This is a super tactical sales tip, but make sure you end all of your emails with purpose. Hope this was helpful.
To connect with Josh and for a link to his Love Selling, Hate Sales podcast, just click over to DailySales.Tips/893. Once you've done that, be sure to come back tomorrow for another great sales tip. Thanks for listening.